Have you ever wondered why you can't remember your very first day on Earth? The moment you opened your eyes for the first time, took your first breath, and heard the voices around you. Why is all of that completely missing from your memory? You can remember your favorite childhood toy, your first day at school, or even an embarrassing moment from years ago, but the most important beginning of your life seems to have vanished forever. So what really happened? Did your brain erase those memories, or were they never stored at all? Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating mysteries of the human mind. Why can't you remember your first day? The truth is, your brain at birth is incredibly powerful, but it is also unfinished. Imagine buying the world's most advanced computer, but the operating system is still being installed. That's exactly what a newborn baby's brain is like. When you were born, billions of brain cells, called neurons, were already there. However, the connections between these neurons, the pathways needed to create long-lasting memories, were still under construction. In fact, the part of your brain mainly responsible for forming memories, called the hippocampus, was not fully developed. This means your brain was busy learning how to see, hear, recognize faces, and understand the world before it could properly store memories for the future. Scientists call this phenomenon childhood amnesia. Nearly every human experiences it. Most people cannot remember anything from before the age of 3 or 4. Even if some people claim they remember being a baby, scientists believe these are often reconstructed memories, stories told by parents mixed with imagination. Your brain isn't broken. In fact, forgetting these earliest years may actually help your brain grow more efficiently. During infancy, your brain creates millions of new neural connections every second. It's a period of rapid change and development unlike anything you'll experience again. Think about it for a moment. Every single day as a baby, you were learning something completely new. You had to understand what light is, what sounds mean, who your parents are, and even how to control your own body. The brain was so busy building itself that preserving detailed memories simply wasn't its highest priority. Instead, it focused on creating the foundation for language, emotions, movement, and survival. But here's something incredible. Even though you can't consciously remember your first day, your brain may still carry traces of it. Certain experiences during infancy can shape your emotions, fears, and personality later in life without you ever realizing it. For example, the love and care you received as a baby can influence how secure and confident you feel as an adult. Similarly, stressful experiences early in life may leave subtle marks on how your brain responds to stress years later. So, in a strange way, your first days are still with you, they're just hidden deep beneath conscious memory. Researchers have even conducted fascinating experiments on infants. They found that babies can learn patterns and recognize familiar faces long before they are able to speak. A newborn can recognize the sound of their mother's voice shortly after birth because they heard it repeatedly while still inside the womb. Isn't that amazing? Before you could understand words, your brain was already collecting information and shaping who you would become. Now imagine if you could actually remember your first day. What would it feel like? The bright hospital lights might seem blinding. Every sound would be unfamiliar and overwhelming. The world would appear as a confusing mix of colors, shapes, and sensations. You wouldn't know what a face is, what love is, or even what you are. Everything would be completely new. Some scientists believe that as we grow older, the way our brains store memories changes so dramatically that those early memories become inaccessible, like trying to open an ancient file with modern software. And here's an even bigger question. If you can't remember the beginning of your life, how much of who you are was shaped by experiences you've completely forgotten? Your personality, your fears, your habits, even the way you trust other people. Many of these may have roots in moments you can never consciously recall. It's a reminder that memory is not simply a recording of the past. It is a constantly changing story that your brain rebuilds over and over again. The mystery of your first day teaches us something profound. Just because you can't remember something doesn't mean it wasn't important. The first touch you felt, the first voice you heard, the first moment someone held you, these experiences may have quietly shaped the person you are today. They are invisible chapters of your story, hidden deep within your brain. So the next time you wonder, why can't I remember my first day? Remember this: your first day was never truly lost. It lives on in your brain's structure, in your emotions, and in every part of who you have become. The memories may be gone, but their impact remains forever. And perhaps that's the most beautiful mystery of all, because sometimes the most important moments in our lives are the ones we never remember, but that shape us forever. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this mind-bending journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more fascinating mysteries of the human mind and the universe.